Hi, I'm a 17-year-old senior high school student who lives in the province of Ladi, Philippines. When our teacher dismissed our class at 5 p.m., I went with a few of my classmates to the school gymnasium to practice for our class presentation. It was quite dark in there, so we asked the security to turn on the lights. We were about to start our practice when I felt the need to go to the bathroom. So I asked one of my classmates, Brent, to accompany me. We both went through a short hallway, and then I went inside the bathroom. It was so dark in there, so I turned on the light. While I was in the bathroom, I heard someone knocking on the door. So I said, "Someone is in here." When I went out to ask Brent who knocked, he said that no one was knocking and that he was just standing outside. We were both confused. There was another knock, so we both turned towards the source of the sound. It was coming from another door. We walked over to the door and opened it. We saw the silhouette of a ghost under the light of the moon. We thought it was just a sheet of fabric being draped over a wooden mannequin. We didn't think much of it and rubbed our eyes to see if we were just hallucinating. We were not. A clear silhouette of a ghost was actually standing by the brightly lit window. The light was coming from the moonlight. We both left the area and went back to our practices. The next day, there was a group of people talking about something. So we asked one of them to see what they were up to. He said that the ghost he saw last night was of a teacher that died in the school. The messy room was due to a poltergeist that haunted the school gymnasium, which probably explained the knocking last night. I was born in a city, but I spent all of my years growing up in a rural area. I was happy to experience childhood in my first home. Although we live in a rural area, the houses are not that far from each other since we live in a subdivision. Our house is located in a corner lot, which also seems to be the boundary of our subdivision. At the back of our house is a police training facility where a belite tree is also located across my house. My father was already being informed by a local albilaria witch doctor that our house is a passageway for the unseen creatures, since the belite tree is planted in line with our house. I was not blessed with the gift to see the unseen, but I am no stranger to creepy experiences that happened in my house. My grandma, when she is still alive, saw a white lady almost every time she smoked her tobacco in the wee hours of the night. She said the lady keeps on getting her attention, yet she knows she meant no harm. My uncle also saw a creature in our house during his stay in our house, but he won't tell us what he saw. My brother and I were also not spared by these unseen creatures. We decided to sleep in our living room so we won't disturb my parents, because it is summertime that time and we planned to play video games and watch movies all night. Our activities were stopped when some creature keeps on running around our house. At first we thought it was our dog, but when I checked through our window, our dog was safely sleeping in her kennel house, which is locked. The running went on and on for 5 minutes until it stopped, but as it stops, we heard our screen door open. We have 2 doors, which was put together to have some ventilation and not having insects go inside your house at the same time. As we noticed our screen door opened, we heard scratches on our wooden door, which seems like someone or something is trying to enter. I bravely checked through our window to see who or what was scratching our wooden door, but to my dismay, I found nothing. We went to my father since he was having his vacation that time, and he went out to check, but he only felt someone or something was checking on him by our tree. But he wasn't able to see it. Apart from me and my brothers, experienced the usual creepy scenarios that were experienced by us, and the people who come to my house ranged from eerie feelings up to apparitions. So my family just let it slide, since it is not yet that big of a deal. What made my family bothered was the time when some unseen creature took interest in my mom. My mom is a housewife. She left her job to take of me and my sibling full time. When we are at school, she is always alone in our house, since my dad is a seafarer and just comes home 4 months per year. Her experiences were no joke. She didn't tell us at first because she is also in denial or not that aware of what is happening to her. But this was not held for too long, since her experiences went from tolerable to unbearable. According to her, it started as an eerie feeling whenever she is having her siesta. She always felt someone watching her from our window. This went on and on until the unseen become more and more aggressive. After a week of these eerie vibes when she's having her siesta, she then started to feel light and dizzy before dozing off. Her last straw happened at a time she felt sleepy but was not yet asleep. She felt dizzy and light, so she planned to get up to ask our neighbor what is the remedy for her. Before when she actually did get up, she felt like her bed fell. It was odd because when she thought about it, it's like her bed was floating. That's why she felt light or dizzy. She consulted our local He told us that an Encanto elemental beings took a liking to my mother, and he explained the only way for it to be stopped is through offerings. We offered a native chicken's egg outside our house. Her eerie experiences and dizziness stopped, but when my father came home that year, he was then the target of the unseen creatures. He was always staying up late, since he plans to take an exam for him to get his rank higher. He always felt something is watching him from our window. He usually shrugged it off, since whenever he checked the window, there is no one or nothing. One night, as he goes outside in our backyard to pee, he noticed a man wearing a barong Tagalog standing underneath our Indian mango tree. He was not able to move or apprehend the person, so since he was aware he is not a human or a living one, he kept on mumbling a prayer, Our Father, and kept on brushing his eyes so he can confirm that what he was seeing is real. As he kept on brushing his eyes while praying, the creature didn't vanish. For a while, he said it only started to vanish as he finished his prayer and took steps closer to that being. After that incident, he consulted our local albulario again. This time, he suggested we spray a pinch of salt in every part of our house and pray one Our Father, one Hail Mary, and one Glory before we sleep. Ritual every night, until the day my parents had decided it is time for us to transfer to an urban area, since me and my brother also started to go a school which is located in a city. The only experience we then heard from the family who bought our house started when they decided to cut the Indian mango tree that was planted in our backyard. All of them started to get sick, simultaneously, one after another. I really didn't understand at first, because I thought the creatures were just passing through our house and they live in that belite tree, but we also thought some of them may have transferred to the Indian mango tree that was planted in our backyard.